Hey moms, welcome to another episode of the Life Unboxed blog show, where we talk about all things a momtrepreneur, from raising your kids to running a business, and the most important, keeping your sanity. I am Jodie the mom from lifeunboxed.blog. If you're enjoying this content, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and be sure to drop a comment below. If you are listening to the podcast, be sure to subscribe to the podcast, share the podcast with your friends, and leave a 5-star review wherever you're listening. I truly appreciate your support. Remember, I would love to hear your questions that you just can't seem to get answered. This is the most important topic to talk about. It is so important that, again, I would call it the most important. Out of everything that I've written that's challenging the typically accepted advice on finding your niche, chasing your dreams, or being a generalist. And if you would like to explore outside of the box on those topics, I will leave the links below. Answering this question for yourself, personally and for your business, is the most important thing you can do to be a sought-after work-from-home mom. Here's the question. Why is integrity important in business as a work-from-home mom and virtual assistant? You need to answer this for yourself because this will impact every aspect of your life. For your business, because this will influence the clients you work with and the people you hire. So as I was really thinking about this show, I started thinking about people that I've observed not working with the highest degree of integrity. And it seems like their business is never affected by this. So why then is integrity important in business? Why does it matter when those who aren't working with integrity get away with it? But I came to this conclusion that as their reputation grows, eventually there will be no one left to work with them. Their business will be affected by their lack of integrity, even if it doesn't happen immediately. If you want to be a sought-after virtual assistant, work-from-home mom, and business mom, then you need to know why integrity is important for your business. Okay, but before we jump into why it's important, let's first define integrity. So it's always a good idea to make sure we are on the same page, that when we say something, we understand the meaning behind it. Dr. Henry Cloud wrote a whole book on this topic entitled Integrity, the Courage to Meet the Demands of Reality. I will leave the link below for you. When you hear the word integrity, you probably think trustworthy and honesty. While these are aspects of integrity, Dr. Cloud takes it beyond just these two characteristics to encompass the whole person. It is beyond morals and ethics and reaches from gaining trust to getting results. Integrity is about a person's character. A person of integrity does hold to a strong ethical and moral principles, but it is also truthfulness in one's actions. How a person works or gets results are all a matter of integrity. Okay, so let's talk about why integrity is important as a work-from-home mom. So, as a work-from-home mom and virtual assistant, integrity is the most important skill you can offer a client. A virtual assistant requires a higher level of trust than someone who works in the same position in an office. As a virtual assistant, you are working totally and completely independently. You routinely handle confidential information, and it is up to you to ensure that it remains confidential. In a traditional office, even if you are an independent worker, there is still a level of someone looking over your shoulder, following up on your time or checking your progress, and not necessarily that they're doing it because they don't trust you, but the very nature of an office creates a greater level of accountability. So, because there's always people around, so you have that. Um, if you're going to get on Facebook, everyone in the, people are going to be able to see it, or something like that. So, they're just because there's more people around, you're going to have a greater accountability aspect. So, as a virtual assistant, your greatest selling point is going to be that you are a person of integrity. So you can work without somebody looking over your shoulder and be faithful to your time that you submit, to the work product you deliver, without that extra layer of accountability that you would get in an office. So personally, I would rather work with someone who lacks a certain skill, but I can trust them completely, because I can teach them the skills that I need from them. Like, skills are easy to teach, but I can't force them to be a person of good character. This is why integrity is so important in business. Integrity needs to be something that you hold in great value as a virtual assistant, as a work from home mom. It needs to be something that is really ingrained in you. Not that you're just going to work truthfully, but that every aspect of your character, of your work ethic, is going to always be truthful. And it's more than just telling the truth. It is also working with a level of honesty as well. So you're not trying to pull one over on somebody, or well, I've technically gave them all of the facts, maybe leaving some of the other facts out or sugarcoating them. No, every fiber of your being needs to emanate with integrity. Okay, so now that I've left this slide up that you've been staring at for a little while, and for my listeners, you can't see it. So now we're going to get into the characteristics of a sought-after virtual assistant. Obviously, there are more characteristics than I'm going to share with you, but I want to give you my top 3 and just explain why I think these are some of the most important characteristics of a person of integrity. And if you want to read more on the topic, again, I do recommend Dr. Henry Cloud's book, Integrity. Number 1, perseverance. So this one may come as a surprise, but possessing the ability to see something through until the end is a part of integrity. This also means that you are reliable and dependable. You are an independent worker. You need to have a reputation of finishing what you start. Have you ever had someone bail on a project when you were depending on them to finish it? Anybody with me on that one? Or somebody doesn't meet the deadline and they let you know they can't meet it the day it is due when they knew like a week ago they wouldn't make it? That happened to anyone else out there besides me? So maybe these people are truth tellers. So like in the strictest sense of they will tell the truth that they can't make it or they can't get the project done, but they lack integrity because they have a habit of not following through. Would you want to bring someone like this into your business? So then why should if you are this way, and I'm not saying you are, but if you are this way, why would somebody want to bring you into their business? So perseverance or grit is one of the traits that goes beyond morals and ethics. That is why integrity is about the whole person, not just a couple of aspects of the person. As a work from home mom, you want your clients to be confident that you will get the job done and on time. This is just one reason why integrity is important in business. All right, so let's go to number 2. So, the second characteristic of a sought after virtual assistant: you know how to lose well. So, this is probably not the next characteristic you were thinking of. But again, we are going beyond just being an honest person and really looking at the whole person. I'm going to tell you something shocking and earth-shattering. Make sure you are sitting down. Here it goes. We all lose at some point in our lives. I know. Hold on to your chair because your world just got rocked. Okay, so enough sarcasm. Let's be serious. There is an expectation that if you just do these steps in this order, then everything will go well for you and you will always be successful. And if something doesn't work out for you, then it is the end of the world. You might as well curl up in a ball in the corner for the rest of your life. Okay, so I added more sarcasm, but hey, it's needed. We all want success, but we also want to ignore the fact that most successes are birthed from failures. Ouch, that one hurts. So my husband and I have been watching The Food That Built America. And it's highly interesting. So it's History Channel original series. So if you get a chance to find it somewhere and watch it, it'll be worth your time. So many of them failed horribly. But the thing is that they didn't give up. And a lot of times what came out of those failures was success. So although failure is really hard, again, most successes are birthed from failures. So how do you lose well in order to answer the question why integrity is important in business? See all failure and losses as a growing experience. I know that sounds so cliche, and honestly, I almost cringe saying it. But it's true. We learn best through experience, and most of the time, that experience comes when we need to dismantle something down to the last bolt or screw, metaphorically speaking, to find the problem. So we have to dismantle something in order to find the problem so that we can come up with a solution that will actually fix it, not put a Band-Aid on it. So avoid curling up in a ball for the rest of your life. You can give yourself a day to cry over your loss, but then you need to move on. It is time to find the solution that will work, and then hop it over and watch this show, Winning for Life, Why Moms Need a Win and How to Get It. It'll be at a good time. It'll come at a good time. So, do you want to work with someone who always responds to a loss or a failure as the end of the world? Or do you want to work with someone who can handle the loss well, knows how to learn from it, and is able to recover and move on? So again, I think you could probably answer this question, why integrity is important, just by asking yourself, well, who would I want to work for? Who would I want to bring into my business to work with me? What kind of person would that be? And then you be that person to your clients. So our third and final characteristic of a sought-after virtual assistant is growing. You need to be growing. And this applies to all areas of your life. Remember, we are talking about the whole person here, not just specific aspects. Integrity encompasses the whole person. And you need to be growing personally, professionally, and relationally. This is about investing in who you are as much as what you do. Most of the time, the tendency is to focus on improving a specific skill or gaining better business knowledge. But you need to also work on interpersonal skills or soft skills. And I have a Simon Sinek. I know, surprise, surprise, I'm recommending a Simon Sinek video to you. But he talks about soft skills. And when my husband played this for me, I was like, finally, yes, this is what's been missing in so many jobs that I've worked in. Basically, he says, you may have a good salesman in your company, but if that person is a jerk, why on earth would you want to keep them? And that these interpersonal skills or soft skills should be valued higher than uh, these hard skills such as salesman. So it's a great video. I will leave the link below and you should check it out. It's like 2 to 3 minutes. So let me ask you this. Are there difficult personal relationships that you need to work at or drop? In what areas do you need to grow so that you are able to face the demands of reality with perseverance, fortitude, and integrity? As a virtual assistant or work from home mom, you want to have a reputation of working with integrity. But it's integrity that goes beyond morals and ethics. You want the reputation of handling difficult situations well, figuring out how to turn failure into success, and that you are humble enough to admit you need to keep growing. That's the kind of integrity you want to have. So, are you ready to start your own business, but you don't know where to start? Download the Mom Boss 2.0 workbook. So, this 20-page guide will take you step by step through the process of figuring out your virtual assistant business. And that wraps our discussion on integrity. I hope that it encouraged you and challenged you and maybe even got your ideas and juices flowing. So if you want to help spread the word, be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. You can listen to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and wherever you listen to podcasts. Remember to check out the Life Unboxed store for all of your Mom Boss merch. You can support the show with coffee. Visit Ko-fi, ko-fi.com/Life Unboxed blog to buy this tired mama a cup of joe. For more great momtrepreneur content, follow Life Unboxed on social media or check out lifeunboxed.blog and be sure to share the podcast and video with your friends. And I will see you in the next show.